I'm sorry. We are at 10:01. Do we want to give a few more minutes for others to join us here this morning?
Yeah, we could probably give it another 1 or 2 minutes before starting.
Okay. So how was everybody doing after the holiday yesterday? It was kind of nice to have a midweek holiday if you got the opportunity to celebrate it.
Yeah, it was definitely great. And today's my Friday, so looking forward to the weekend.
That's even better.
Yeah. How about you, Greg?
I'm going to have a warm outreach going on tomorrow from 11 to 1 at Rumbleland Unified. So
I saw that this upcoming week's gonna be pretty hot, right?
yeah, I think so. But then again, we have our company picnic on Saturday, so that'll be a nice hot one, but there'll at least be a splash pad. So
Yeah. You got to prepare the water balloons.
yeah. Well, it's now 10:03. I'm going to go ahead and get this party started. Open it up with welcome and introductions. Again, my name is Greg Snow. I am with California Family Life Center Empower Youth. I'm the vice chair of this Yak Yap group. And I want to go ahead and popcorn it over to my counter, Nikki.
Unmute, sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm Nikki DeLong. I'm chair of the YAC. So welcome and glad to see everybody here.
Who might you like to go next, Nikki?
Oh, okay. How about Christine?
Good morning. My name is Christine Lesage. I am the senior parent partner with Parent Support and Training. I'm also the family housing liaison for the Hope and Home Connect programs. And we'll go with Janice.
Hello, good morning. Name is Janice Simmons. I'm with Equitable Social Solutions and good to be here. I'm the project director for the program.
Welcome. I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to send it over to Miss Davis.
Hi, I am so sorry, you all. I was on the phone, and so I had you all muted. Can I get what the introduction was?
Just who you are and who you're with.
So my name is China Davis, and I am the community engagement coordinator at Riverside Area Rape Crisis Center.
Thank you. Welcome. We'll move on over to Danielle next.
Good morning. My name is Danielle Banks. I'm the program manager with Lighthouse Social Services Domestic Violence Program.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I don't know if Mar made it on, but I see that she was invited.
Hello, everyone. I'm just here in the background for today's meeting. I'm Marielle with Continuum of Care.
Thank you. And then how about Gershom?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gershom Hidon. I am a community program specialist with the COC. Happy to be here. Now, popcorn it over to Zuli.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zuli. I am the COC coordinator with the COC. Happy to be here.
I'm just going to move on down the list. I next see Alyssa.
Hello, my name's Alyssa. I'm with McKinley Family Resource Center.
Welcome. Next, I see Michael.
Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Peterson. I'm the Executive Director for Adult Education and Community Initiatives at Riverside Community College District. Good to see you all this morning.
Welcome. Next, I see Connie.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Connie Henriquez with Riverside University Health System, Public Health, Family Planning, and it's good to see everybody. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. How about Danielle?
I'm not sure if there's another Danielle on the call. Or you?
No, I just see Danielle Banks on the list.
Okay, I'm Danielle Banks, the program manager with Lighthouse Social Services DV program.
Welcome, Danielle.
Thank you.
And then next, I think I say Young Me.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Young Me Garcia and with the YAB.
Welcome, Young Me. And then finally, I think I see Chantel.
I think she wrote in the chat.
Did she? Okay. That would be Chantel Bullard. She is another member of our YAB group. And then again, welcome. There's a couple of that are on there that say unknown, so I'm not sure who they are. But if we missed anybody, please feel free to chime in.
Jerry, let's step up on a second. Homeless Outreach.
Morning, Jerry. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Venus, and I'm sitting in today to represent Project Legacy and True Revolution.
Welcome, Venus. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth. I'm here with this Continuum of Care with our HMIS team.
Welcome, Elizabeth.
Good morning. I'm Savannah Brown with the Youth Action Board.
Good morning, Savannah. Nice to hear you. All right, I think we'll go ahead and move on into our consent items. Wanted to share out there if we get a recommendation to approve our May 30th meeting that we had here. That was a live hybrid meeting that we hosted here at CFLC. And if I may get a motion.
I'll move that we accept as presented.
Seconded.
Thank you. And that was Jerry?
Michael.
Michael, I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael.
No worries.
All right, so motion and second for the minutes. Our next section here is about on our public comments. I don't know if there was anything that had been submitted to us online, either Gershom or Zuli, or if anybody had anything live this morning. Now is the opportunity to enlighten us.
There were no requests for public comments to be made.
Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to move into our next section of our old business. First thing on there that I see we have is the reminder for our in-person hybrid meetings, for our YAB meetings. Our next live in-person hybrid meeting is going to be on August 29th, and our gracious host of Operation Safe House in Riverside is going to be hosting us there then on August 29th, followed up with the November 21st meeting, which will be at Olive Crest in Riverside, again hosted by our chair, Nikki DeLong. I just want to put that reminder out there. I'm sure we're going to be sending more continual reminders as we approach those meetings for again live and the hybrid option of that as well. Moving on into the next category there, and I haven't seen Monique yet, so I'm not sure if we are going to get any update from the independent review panel screening and evaluation that was hosted on Monday in Riverside here on the 17th. Was Monique with us this morning? Were there any YAB I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say if there were any YAB members, as in Young Me or Chantel. I haven't seen either Tori or Terry, and I know they both went, but if either one of you had anything to share, and then we'll lead off into what Gershom was going to share. No, take it away, Gershom.
So I do believe Monique is on. Monique, can you hear us? There we go.
Hi, good morning, folks.
Good
Can
morning.
you fill me in real quick? What was the
Just
question? Sorry,
was
folks, been having
putting you up
technical
on
issues.
the
Can you guys hear
agenda
me?
just putting you up on the agenda there about the independent review panel and screening evaluation that was hosted on the 17th. You could share a little bit about that process.
Sure. So, right, for those folks that have been with us and for those that are new, we've been working on the Youth Homelessness Administration Program grant for a while now. We've been working on our coordinated community plan, which was developed and turned into HUD, and we are reviewing some of and returning that here soon. Following the activities that the community and the Youth Action Board have chosen, those activities were put into a request for proposal, which was released sometime last month and was due the 16th of this month. And so if you turned in an application, that's amazing. And if you didn't get a chance this time, no worries. There will be other funding opportunities in the future. Following the activities that have been submitted in our coordinated community plan, they were out for a request for proposal. Folks applied and we got an independent review panel consisted of 50% our Youth Action Board members, and they evaluated and scored the entire day of Monday to make sure that everyone had a fair review. It was reviewed multiple times. Based on those scores, it'll be evaluated, and then we'll let folks know what activities have been chosen for funding, and we need to enter those projects into eSNAP before July 1st. So we're really on a tight deadline, as you all know, we always are. And another item on that note, and we can talk about it during new business, is you all might have seen a request for proposal for permanent supportive housing. Please take that as an extension of the YHDP application for that specific project, since there was not any application specific for PSH. And so if you are an agency interested, we did release that email. If you need it, let us know. And we hope to see some applications. I know it's a tight turnaround, but like we mentioned, we do have to have all of projects submitted into eSNAPs by July 1st. So we are really on a tight deadline. But yeah, that is our updates. Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome. That was the email that we got this morning from Tanya, right?
Correct. Yeah,
All
where
right.
she explains that it's just a continuation of YHP. It's not a new project per se.
Right. So definitely of those that are on with us today, or even if you have a connection with any group that is providing permanent supportive housing for our young people, it'd be an ideal time to jump onto it and take advantage of this opportunity to be able to continue to help our young people move forward. Thank you, Monique. We're kind of moving at a rapid clip here. It looks like we're going to be jumping into our new business. This is going to be a celebration of our youth partner graduates and some of our youth partner agencies. And I think we have a little photo collage going to be loaded up on here. Yep, there's the first one right there. So I don't know if anybody wanted to share who these individuals they might be connected to. I do know Chantel because she's on here today and I've known her for a little while, but I don't know Tyjon.
John is mine. He actually graduated ahead of schedule, did an amazing job, and was the speaker for his graduation.
Oh, fantastic. And then Chantel, you want to get out there and toot your own horn, you're more than welcome to.
And then I guess I will toot her horn.
Oh, there you go.
She is amazing, has been phenomenal, has been a part of our Youth Action Board since we really got going and started together. If you all haven't seen the Youth Action Board video, oh my gosh, your mic isn't working. Please add in the chat anything that I might leave out. But note that Chantal has been with us since the beginning, has really put in a lot of work into the Youth Action Board, has done great in recruiting members, and communicating with members, making sure to attend all meetings, but also being a voice and an advocate. She even spoke at one of the symposiums, went to a employment and housing conference, attended one with Workforce, and also was one of the facilitators at the Reentry Conference and is now graduating from Moreno Valley College and has been a huge advocate for the youth and students on her campus. So big shout out to Chantal for just the amazing work and the amazing person that she is. Believe it or not, folks, I have heard, some very inspirational things from Chantal during moments that, I'm not really sure how to go about, how we're operating and what we're doing and if it's meaningful and impactful. And she always has some great words of advice and wisdom. So Chantal, very young, very wise, and we appreciate having you on here, and you're just amazing. So thank you so much.
Oh, this looks like a group from me. Yeah, so I got a whole group from our Youth Build Plus program here at Empower Youth, a bunch that are on the screen that you're looking at right there. In the white gown in the middle there is Gerard, who's been with us for a couple of years now, and he's finally made it through and got all of his credits, did a tremendous amount of work to get to where he was at. Gerard's a very quiet individual. He's also very focused on moving himself forward. The guy gets around the entire valley out here on a scooter. That's how dedicated he is to himself, to help moving himself forward. Never asked us for a bus pass, never asked us for a ride on anything. It's just amazing how he gets around. So the 5 up on the top group, I believe Alana, Justin, Isaiah, Sonny, and Ariane, again, part of that group of our Youth Build participants. On the bottom right hand there is our very own Tyler McCrae. He is part of our Yak Yab group as well, and he graduated from West Valley High School this year. He is connected to 2 of his twin sisters who are also part of our Yak Yab group, Terry and Tori. I know he's got a goal of getting himself into some advanced training. Not sure that's going to be on the college pathway. So, and then finally in the last picture to the left, this is with her teacher, but Alina, graduated from San Jacinto High School, again, with a real big focus on getting herself into college. She does have a goal of getting into biomedical from what I gather that she had shared with me. So, but congratulations to this group. There's a lot more. I actually had at my location 21 graduates this year, but they were very stingy on getting me pictures. And then again, if you know anything about trying to get tickets to any graduation for high school is nearly impossible. They're really limiting on a lot of them here in the Valley to like 6 tickets per student. So they're very a hot commodity at the graduation season. So, but thank you for that, Gershom. I don't know if there were any more graduate, but this is just a flyer that's coming up. We're going to be talking about there weren't any more grad pictures, Gershom?
No, those were the only ones that we received.
Fantastic. Well, again, congratulations to all those graduates. I definitely look forward to continue working with them and helping guide and coach and mentor and lead them onto the path that they're going to be moving into next. I had noticed, only because I saw her, Tanya jumped on with us, and I know we were talking about the email that she sent out about the permanent supportive housing for that part of the grant. So I kind of wanted to backtrack a little bit real quick since we do have some time and introduce Tanya and see if she'd like to share anything about that portion of that grant.
Thank you, Greg, and good morning, Youth Action Council, Youth Action Board members on the call. Always a pleasure to be with you and talk to you about any resources we have to further our cause towards ending youth homelessness. I was here when Monique made the announcement, and I'm glad, Greg, that you were able to confirm seeing my email. We wanted to just really share with you that I think two things is, one, we recognize that in order to address youth homelessness, we have to have a full, continuum of services that include street outreach, shelter, and then housing at different levels or varying types of housing to meet youth where they're at. So if there's a young adult who needs access to emergency shelter, transitional housing, that those resources are available. And so to that end, we recognize the importance that permanent supportive housing plays in young adults who may need longer lengths of assistance, and permanent supportive housing provides that pathway. It allows for youth to contribute 30% of their income towards the rent so that the rent remains affordable. If the youth does not have any income coming into a permanent supportive housing program, then the program allows for 100% of their rent to be covered through the program. And the goal would be that during that duration of the program, the provider would be working with the young adult to connect them to either cash benefits that they qualify for, right? That could be Social Security, or in addition to helping them gain employment. And so once income is received consistently by that young adult, then they would contribute 30% of their income towards the rent. And so that ultimately allows for the other funds that they have to support other essential costs that we know are needed just to sustain one's livelihood. So to that end, we felt it was extremely important to add additional time for providers to submit proposals for permanent supportive housing, because as Monique mentioned, we received applications for all the other categories, which is great, and we're so excited about those, but not for PSH, and that plays such an important role in this continuum. Many young adults do need longer lengths of time to be able to stabilize. So we recognize at the same time that it's not a lot more time, and if we had additional time, having served as a grant writer myself, we know, and a lot of us have on our team, we know how difficult it can be to turn a grant application around in 3 business days, 5 if you take into account the weekend. But part of that is just because we have to present the funding recommendations to the Board of Governance next week, and then upload all of the applications into HUD's portal by July 1st. So the July 1st deadline is really what's prohibiting us from giving additional time for providers. But please, I think what we would ask is help us spread the word. If we don't receive any applications, and I think we're trying to get creative about some other alternatives, because again, we recognize that PSH is such a key role. And I will end by saying this. I keep saying we recognize, when I say the we, I don't want you to think that I'm just representing our Housing and Workforce Solutions staff and those that work within the continuum of care, but I'm representing all of you, and especially our Youth Action Board members who were critical in developing our CCP, the plan that guides how funding from the Youth Homelessness Demonstration Program is implemented, and permanent supportive housing was one that was high on their list. So we want to make sure to do our best in looking at how we build out our full continuum of care. So thank you, Greg, for that time. If anybody has any questions, I will remain on for the rest of the meeting to take those. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. Some exciting things that are going on, that is for sure. Moving on into our standing items, we kind of had on the screen there a little bit about our agency bed availability update. I don't have it myself, but I do know we have Nikki on the line. I'm not sure if Michelle's with us today or anybody from Operation Safe House. If there's anything that you could share for us, Nikki?
Okay, I currently am at capacity, but yeah, I've got a spreadsheet with the vacancy for every extended foster care program. So if anybody is needing access to that, please let me know. I'm putting it in the chat so that you can get on and check out for every extended foster care program.
Fantastic, thank you. And again, like I said, if Michelle's on the line with us or anybody from Operation Safe House, if not, we will move to the next item, item B, the Youth Action Board. Back to Monique Guerra.
Thank you, Greg. I'm happy to report that we have a full Youth Action Board. We have 20 members, and so at this time we are not recruiting any additional members, but we are excited to partner with some of the agencies online to host possibly future resource fairs for students going back to school. So starting at the community colleges. I'm sure you all can hear me better now.
Yes.
So we're hoping that the Youth Action Board will partner with some of the community colleges of RCCD to host some coming back to school resource fairs. And so that's what they currently want to work on. But also we're happy to do elections during our meeting, our YAB meeting today. So by next meeting, we should be introducing our chair and vice chair, as well as our YAB liaison for the Youth Action Board. So really excited. And I think those are all the updates. Yep. And as you all heard, they were part of the independent review panel. So really excited for them to share with their fellow peers during our YAB meeting today, how that experience went. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. And I believe the next item on our agenda there is our youth coordinated entry system, the CES system. And if John is with us, if not, maybe.
Yes, Greg, I am here.
Hi,
Good
John.
morning, everybody. I am John Horn with CES, Hope, and Home Connect. Next slide, please. All right, so currently on our queue, we have a total of 47 youth on our queue. 7 are currently awaiting outcomes. Out of those 47, 19 are rapid rehousing and 28 are PSH scoring. This number has gone down significantly since last year. We were in the hundreds. So I'd like to give a round of applause to everybody, all you partners, for all your collaboration, everything you do for our youth in Riverside County. And that is all from me. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, John. Oh my, member spotlight time, which happens to be California Family Life Center this month. So I guess I'm going to say a few words here. In this photo that I've got right here, we were nominated and recognized as Nonprofit of the Year from our 23rd District Senator, Bo. I'm going to butcher her name, so I'm just going to use the last part of her last name. Back on June 5th, we had a few of our staff, our executive director, one of our board members, our executive director, Mary Jo Ramirez, and then our board member, Mark Merrifield, and then our HR manager, Mary Snow, and then our resource family director, Pam Dunkey, took a trip up to Sacramento, a very quick trip. They flew up in the morning, they flew back in the afternoon to accept this award. It's kind of difficult to see the print on there, but one of the things that we were recognized as the nonprofit of the year in recognition of the overall excellent service to community and positive impact, demonstrating the strength, power, and importance of California's nonprofit sector. Again, from Senator Ochoa Bo. It's quite an honor for us to get that recognition. We've been in business now 42 years, and I believe it's the first time we've ever been nominated and then recognized for it. So quite an achievement for us. Of all the things that we do for the families out there in our communities that we serve, really all over Riverside County, because we're in the Riverside, Jurupa Valley area. We're in the, the Way West Side area with our Planet Youth location, with the Planet Youth there for the youth, and then here in Hemet, and then finally out in the desert region, which we have our foster family and adoption agencies and our kin care departments that are out there. If you could just real quick, the next slide, I believe. Nope. Maybe it didn't get uploaded on there. It was the one with the annual report, just kind of talks about all the departments that we have. I won't bore you all with it, but we do have multiple departments at our family here. The first one, as we started against 42 years ago, was with our group homes for girls and boys. We have since morphed into the STRTP, of which we are now today, which is a short-term residential therapeutic treatment program, 24-hour residential care for tier 4, tier 5 young ladies of our, there's the picture, of our center. You can just kind of scroll through them and I'll just kind of share it with you. Along with that, our Strengthening Families Department is one of our newest departments that has moved on with us. We work with young people in the community there at helping strengthen the families that have children between the ages of 6 and 11. They could have children that are younger and older, but the focus is on the families with children of that age. Goes on to talk a little bit about our Giving Tree program. Every year we do a big toy drive for our families as well as the general public where needed. Some of the support that we receive along the way that we have them out there with our toy drives and our Giving Tuesday has enabled us to earn quite a bit of money, if you can just see those dollars, from the 19,200 and 6,000 gifts and the 11,680 through Giving Tuesday, and then our annual one that we do every spring at $63,000. We're always getting creative on how we can get funds into our program. Next page kind of goes into a little bit about our adoption agency in terms of CFLC assists families on their adoption journey and believes that every child deserves the love, safety, and unconditional commitment of a family. Adoption provides the children the opportunity to develop a healthy environment and thrive. CFLC recognizes that forever families provide safety and hope for children in caring families. With that, our resource family, which is our foster group, it was created to bridge the gap between a child's initial need for temporary care and long-term need for a forever family. Through our resource family homes, we work with birth families with the exception with the expectation that reunification can be established when a safe and healthy environment can be provided. Next one on the page is our kin care family. Again, we work with our kinship placement. It's a preferred option when children are placed in the child welfare system because they help maintain a family connection and the cultural traditions and minimize the trauma of separation. CFLC's kin care relative caregivers are making a commitment to keep children out of the foster care and connected with their families. It's through the kinship services that there is an increase to the chance of children's success by building the strength of the family to meet the health, financial, social, emotional, and parenting needs. We served 299 kinship families last year, which was a milestone for us. I think that's the highest that we have done. We also have another department, it's called Safe Care. It's an in-home behavioral parenting program that provides positive parent-child interactions with informed parent and caregiver response to childhood illness and injury and a safe home environment. Safe Care is an evidence-based program for parents with children ages 0 to 5 who are at risk or have been reported for child neglect or physical abuse. The Safe Care curriculum is delivered by trained and certified providers. Safe Care staff work with the families in their homes to develop parenting skills by providing real-life practical training. Parents receive home visits to improve the skills in safety, healthcare, and child interaction. And then again, as I mentioned before, our STRTP program, how we started. With the STRTP program, we have our own mental health department. We have our own Dr. Peter Stevens, who serves as the mental health director on there. So we actually have a nurse and social workers, therapists, as well as regular daycare staff that work with the girls that are in our care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then finally, our job training program, which is what I've been about for the last 11 years at our youth opportunity centers. We do some intensive training and education pathways with all the youth that we come into contact with between the ages of 16 and 24. And then finally, our family resource network. We have a resource specialist that works within the community. There are 5 resource specialists countywide that are part of this program. The resource specialists, they're on site at our youth opportunity centers to build the family resiliency by reducing parent stress and connecting parents to the resources, families, and communities that they are engaged and supported and strengthening through the culturally effective resources and opportunities that assist them in nurturing, caring, and providing the children successes as their well-being. So that's just kind of in a nutshell of who we are, what we do. If anybody would like any more details onto it, I'd be happy to share with them, present to them, do outreach with them. I'm kind of out there all the time, just trying to get the word out there about what we do. But at the same time, I'd like to support all of our partner agencies out there. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning, before we got through the introductions, I'll be out at Roma Land Unified tomorrow doing a big resource fair and a barbecue celebration with them. So with that, thank you for having me as the spotlight for the month. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Greg. So we are moving right along. Wow. So the next item on the agenda is to see if anybody has items that they would like put on for the next month. I'm giving everybody a moment to unmute themselves. I'm also going to add that we did have True Evolution put that they have 5 beds available for youth 18 and up, and Lutheran Social Services has a total of 13 open beds at the men's shelter in San Bernardino. 4 of them are on bottom bunks. So if anybody's looking for housing, there's a couple resources there. Okay, so next on the agenda is just an open call for any announcements that anybody would like to share. No? Okay. Okay, if so, please feel free to shoot out an email as well for any announcements to the COC email, or also for any items that you would like on the agenda. Oh, Venus has her hand raised. Please, Venus, share.
Yes, I would just like to invite everybody all today to, on the corner of Brockton University, we have the LGBT Center opening at Project Legacy today. And that's going to be going on at about 5 p.m. If you want to make a stop by, you just need to enter through the blue building. That'll be on Brockton and University, the corner of each. And you can find that here in downtown Riverside. And we're inviting you all to come check it out and see what we're all going to be providing here for everybody and how you can connect with our community here.
Great. Thank you. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations on getting that opened up.
Thank you.
Okay. And Greg, you also had your hand up?
Yeah, I just wanted to share, I almost forgot. I've been involved with the Resiliency in the Valley group here, with also been tagged with Riverside Resiliency Project RISE. We're having our first resource fair in July. It's going to be at Tahquitz High School here in Hemet, and I'll put the flyer into so they can be shared into the chat. Something I've been working on with this group since 2019, and we're finally bringing something to the community about what it is to be trauma-informed care, as well as an ACEs immersed agency, and then a community. Going to be a lot of valuable tools that'll be available at this resource fair. It's kind of neat to just go from handing out, little touch cards and things like that in the community wherever we're at, to actually getting together and celebrating our resilience, as well as coming up with solutions with people in our community. So I'll put that into the chat as soon as I get a chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Oh, yeah, that's right. Monique put in that our presentations were unable to come through. So that is also part of why the meeting is short, because we did not have any presenters at this time. So we'll definitely bring that back next meeting, because that's a good way to get to know about other programs. Okay, are there any more announcements at this time? Okay, well, we had our first ever young adult resource fair, and that turned out really good. We had a barber there giving free haircuts. We had Sam's Club there. They're hiring. They're opening up new shelters. So there was some job opportunities for the youth. There was a booth on giving them the proper information on how to purchase cars and stuff like that. So thank you for those who showed up, and thank you for COC for advertising that for us. So we'll be doing that again next year. So if there's no other announcements, the next item on the agenda. Oh, wow, is the adjournment. That was quick. So I always say you've got an extra hour and almost, 17 minutes left on your calendar that everybody thinks you're busy. So whatever you eat in that time frame, the carbs and calories do not count. Okay. So thank you, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all next month. Have a good afternoon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good job, Greg. Thank you for all your help. See you guys later. You too, Nikki. Okay. Great job. Appreciate
Thanks,
you both.
guys.
You guys are in everything and so supportive. We love you. Thank you.
Oh. Bye.